United Auto Workers has made a lot of progress over the last 24 hours. So I'm going to give a little bit of the summary of the week we've had and then go on to what happened today, because we got big news today. So the UAW strike is rolling on. Anderson Economic Group has estimated that the automakers have lost $1.1 billion during the strike so far from additional facility costs, production costs, and loss of sales. In addition, automaker suppliers have lost $1.3 billion. Dealerships have lost $1.2 billion, bringing the whole amount of economic loss to $4 billion. So GM, Ford, Stellantis, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Is it worth paying your workers 20% less what they were making in 2008, only for you to lose $4 billion? Everyone who's watching this strike out there, don't you see that the value gets created when people go into work? The people who take showers after work are the ones who make the profits, not the ones who take the showers before work. These guys are the ones who allow to make these $4 billion, and without them, you have nothing. So get to the table and make the deal fast.
Keep rolling. Keep rolling.
General Motors and Ford are fighting back a little bit, but not really General Motors. So this is where the story gets fluid. Ford is going to be laying off 900 additional workers.
Okay.
And blaming the expansion of the strike. Mm-hmm. Obviously, Fain fights back. He's like, let's be clear. If the big three decide to lay people off who aren't on strike, that's them trying to put the squeeze on us. Record profits mean record contracts, all that. Love his stuff. Now, what is so interesting here is we're talking about this Gavin Newsom thing, right? Mm-hmm. We're talking about Gavin Newsom not expanding unemployment benefits to striking workers. Well, here is an example of a union that knows how to handle this. So far, this strike has cost UAW $14.3 million a week out of their $825 million strike fund. First, these guys don't need unemployment benefits. Second, this is amazing union organizing by the UAW.
Yeah.
The fact that they were able to assemble this war chest to be able to make their workers' lives better for decades to come is just going to be unbelievable. But there's progress here, guys, and it's actually really good progress. First, I want to start with Ford. On Tuesday, Ford said that it has reached a good compromise offer that included more than a 20% general wage increase with a double-digit increase in the first year. Now, combined with cost of living adjustments previously offered, this will bring the total wage increases closer to a little over 30%. Remember, initially, the UAW wants a 36 to 40% wage increase. It's looking like right now Ford is offering a 32, 31%. That's where Ford's at.
Okay.
So we're getting there, guys. We're really getting there.
Yeah. I mean, that's close to where I would expect it to end up.
Yeah.
I don't expect them to get all the way to the 40. They might get to the 35, and that would be incredible.
Now, I mean, now I think I think that the wage fight is done, and now they're moving on to the pensions.
Okay.
I think that if they can get to 32, 31, they're going to switch focus real quick and go hard on the retirement programs.
I see.
Right? But there's also been a lot of progress in regards to climate change. The UAW has met a fantastic agreement with General Motors. All of the EV battery plants in General Motors' supply chain will be able to collectively bargain in a concession he described as monumental for the union's objectives. He says, "We've been told for months that this is impossible. We've been told that the EV future must be a race to the bottom. We've called their bluff."
Ooh, interesting. We just had our conversation last week on whether or not it is a race to the bottom. I thought it would be. It's going to be, I don't know. We'll see. I'm very curious to see it's going to take years, right? This is going to be a transition that takes years. We're going to talk all about this in our deep dive today. But what kind of market share did these big three companies get versus a Tesla, versus a Rivian?
And I think I have a different opinion than you on this. You think that, I don't want to put words in your mouth here, but you do think Tesla currently has the advantage. And I agree with you there.
Yes.
Tesla definitely has the advantage right now. I think Tesla will fail to upscale. I think Tesla is really good at making software, and they're an awesome data company. I don't think they're that great at making cars.
Why?
I don't think I have heard enough feedback from, this is very anecdotal evidence.
Okay.
Feedback from car guys in my life who get in a Tesla and they feel like they're in a cardboard box. they feel like they're in a cheap car.
Okay.
That's how they feel when they get into a Tesla.
Interesting.
When you go into like, a Porsche electric car or an Audi electric car, you're like, I'm in a spaceship. Okay. That's the vibe I've gotten.
Interesting. Because
I just don't think Tesla is a good automaker yet.
Okay. It is a competing force against them having market dominance. I do think the software dominance is part of feeling like a spaceship, and I will say that would play in Tesla's favor.
That's true.
I would also say that the market for the adopters of EVs, at least right now, I think Tesla Tesla's branding as far as reaching those people is very good.
Yeah,
right.
It is.
It's very kind of on point. Although sometimes I do think Musk, being the character that he is, plays against that.
I think it's really shifted for him in the recent past. I think Musk he's gone from an icon of progress to a kind of weirdo. Exactly.
And I think most of the people who I would imagine buying Teslas are 30s, 40s-year-old lean liberal, right? Who don't like Elon spouting off his bullshit on X.
Right. That's exactly it. Like, he's really just kind of shitting on his consumer base, which is like, why would he do that?
Yeah.